This extra special edition of the quiz features two athletes who face one another in the old Metropolitan Toronto Hockey League, the MTHL. Overlapped for 10 of their 11 NHL seasons and now meet at the ultimate level of competition. Let's go. All right, gentlemen, putting aside the likes of McKinnon, Matthews, and McCarr, who are part of Connor McDavid's general age group, who is the best candidate to succeed McDavid at number one for the long term? 18-year-old Macklin Celebrini, 19-year-old Connor Bedard, or 23-year-old Jack Hughes?
It's got to be Connor Bedard. The timing checks out. We know he's got that immense talent, the goal scoring. His team is going to continue to get better. His game is going to continue to get better. And as McDavid gets a little bit older, Weeksy, I think Connor Bedard will be the guy ready to take the mantle in 3 or 4 years when he's right in his prime.
I'm going to go with a local guy here that plays for the Devils, and Jack Hughes. He's absolutely electrifying. He's one of those players that brings you out of your seat with every touch. He drives offense. He's fun to watch. He's super slick. And his brother, Quinn, told me, my brother is the guy that we game plan for. Every team game plans for. I'm going with Jack Hughes.
All right, next up, which member of this year's top 50 class has the most still to prove in the playoffs? Number 3, Austin Matthews, or number 22, Connor Hellebuyck?
I got to say Connor Hellebuyck, Weeks. You got to give it to the goaltender because he's so important. And you think about the player whose form has dropped furthest from the regular season to the playoffs, it's been Connor Hellebuyck, who's been the best goalie in the world in the regular season and far from it in the playoffs. The Winnipeg Jets have no chance of team success without Hellebuyck being one of the best goalies in the world, so he's got to get it done in the playoffs.
I'm going with two of your former teammates in the great Matt Sundin and Wendell Clark. Do you see those guys pairing down, looking down during training camp right now? Two former Leaf captains that had playoff success. That's what's driving, for me right now, Austin Matthews. And I'd say him. The time is right. He's the best goal scorer in hockey in the world. I think it's Austin Matthews right now with the C on his chest. And the aspirations that they have, they're in Toronto.
All right, guys, next up. In an age when Shohei Ohtani has established himself as baseball's ultimate unicorn, we ask, who's the greatest hockey unicorn? Bobby Orr or Dominik Hasek?
Bobby Orr. No one had ever seen a defenseman play hockey like that. What do you mean you skate in the offensive zone? What do you mean you get a ton of points? What do you mean you rag the puck for 30 seconds at a time? It was revolutionary and it changed the game. It's Bobby Orr.
I'm going with the great Dominik Hasek because he did things physically that we'd never seen before from the goaltending position. He was able to make saves on his chest, on his back, on his belly. None of them were accidental, and he had a lot of daredevil in his game and incredible anticipation. He raised the stakes, 93% save percentage. I'm going with Dominik Hasek there.
See, you had to take the goalie, obviously. All right, lastly and most importantly, the O-Dog was dared to put on James Duthie's boys' medium-sized pullover at the President's Cup in Montreal. Who wore it better, Duthie or the O-Dog?
It's the O-Dog, like a glove, that thing fits. Absolutely. Listen, it's that time of year. Everyone shows up in the fall and says, I'm in the best shape of my life. I had a great summer. I'm feeling great. O-Dog is proof positive of that. He wins this one.
I'm going with O-Puppy because he's not even O-Dog anymore right now with this new svelte frame that he has. I'm going to go with O-Puppy. The fact that he was able to put that on, I might not get that over my shoulder. So I love the fact that O-Puppy can rock that right now.
It's the very special Top 50 NHL Players edition of the quiz.